Have you given your best effort in life but still can't move forward towards your dreams? Does that frustrate you? Does it block you? Let me tell you something. Behind this frustration, emotional blockage often operates silently from the subconscious. These blockages are automatic responses created to protect us from painful experiences in the past. But today, they become barriers that limit our potential. For example, a failure in childhood may have led you to believe you're incapable of achieving great things, or perhaps constant criticism develop a deep fear of rejection. These emotional patterns, although invisible, shape our decision, behaviors, and even how we relate to success. Welcome to Vida Universo Mente. I'm Robinson Arevalo, a holistic therapist. In this program, we'll explore how to identify the patterns that you sabotage you, how they were formed, and most importantly, how to transform them. Through clear examples and practical exercises, you'll learn to reconnect with your true potential and build a mindset that drives you towards success. It's time to take control of your emotion and unleash the most powerful version of yourself. What are emotional patterns and how are they formed? Emotional patterns are mental and emotional habits we repeat over and over, often unconsciously. They're like programs installed in our mind from a young age, influenced by our family, social environment, and life experiences. For instance, if you often hear phrases like you're not good at this, or that's too hard for you as a child, you might have adopted those beliefs as absolute truths. This idea becomes emotional barriers that limit you when you try to face new challenges. Practical example, imagine that every time you think about starting an important project, a voice in your mind says, you're not ready, you're sorely fair. This thought is nothing but a reflection of past experiences that have shaped your self-perceptions. Practice tip. Reflect on a moment when you felt emotionally blocked. What thought or emotion was present? Write it down. This is the first step to recognizing an emotional patterns. How to identify patterns that sabotage you success. That next step is to bring this pattern to your conscious awareness. To do this, observe your emotion and reaction in specific situations. Key question to identify patterns. Why recurring thoughts come out when you face a challenge? What emotion do you feel when thinking about your goals, fear, insecurity, doubt? Are there a behavior you repeat, like procrastinating or abandoning projects halfway? Practical example. Imagine that every time you have an opportunity for growth, you find excuses not to take it. I don't have time, or maybe later. This is a clear sign of self-sabotage. Practice tip. For 1 week, keep an emotional journal. Write down every time you feel blocked or postpone at important tasks. At the end of the week, review your notes to identify repetitive patterns. How to transform negative emotional patterns once you've identified the pattern. The next step is to transform them. This requires constant practice and commitment to yourself. 3 key steps to transform patterns. Question your belief. Ask yourself, is this really true? Where did this idea come from? Reframe your thought. Replace limiting thoughts with positive affirmation. For example, change, I'm not good enough to, I'm constantly learning and improving. Act despite fear. Action is the most powerful tool to break patterns. Every small step you take towards your goals reinforces new positive belief. Practical example. If you feel incapable of public speaking, start with a small step. Practice in front of a mirror, then with friends, and finally with a small group. Each experience reinforces the belief that you can do it. Practice tip. Choose one emotional pattern you've identified, write it down and describe how it affects you. Then, not a small but meaningful action you can take this week to start changing it. The importance of daily practice changing emotional patterns doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that requires consistency and self compassion. Each day is a new opportunity to observe yourself, question yourself, and choose a different response. Final tip. Visualize what your life would look like if you left this emotional blockage behind. What goals would you achieve? How would you feel? Use this vision as motivation to keep moving forward. Practical example, before sleeping, spend 5 minutes visualizing an ideal day where you act without fear or limitation. This trains your mind to focus on success. Emotional patterns that sabotage your success don't have to define your life. With observation, questioning, and action, you can free yourself from this limitation and build a more authentic and powerful version of yourself. Remember, every step counts. No matter how small, what's important is to move forward. And if this program has inspired you, I invite you to practice what you've learned and share your experience in the comments. Subscribe to Vida Universo Mente for more tools and guidance to help you on your journey to success. See you in the next video where we'll dive even deeper into this life.